Welcome to another episode of Self-Mastery with your host, Sabi. Today's topic, I want to discuss 3 realizations I've had in the past few days that have really transformed my life. Now, these realizations I've had have been unique and personal to me, but I want to share them with you so you can understand the concepts I'm talking about. When you understand these concepts, you can transcend and transform your life just by applying these things to your daily life. It's very simple, very straightforward, but very powerful and life-changing. The first realization I've had is that trust everything that happens in your life. That means all the road blockages, all the doors being shut in your face, all the things not happening on your time, everything that is a redirection or what you call a rejection. You have to trust these things. I know they're unwanted. I know you have a strong desire to get to where you want to go. Everybody does. But on this road to the achievement or the manifestation of your desires, you will come across challenges. You will come across doors being shut in your face. Let's be real. But when you can develop this trust, when you can develop this faith, conviction that the universe, that source energy has your best interest at heart, is on your side. And this takes practice. This takes some sort of meditation upon, meaning that you do have to sit down and think about all the times things have worked out in your favor, right? Think about all the things that are currently working out in your favor. As a side note, usually we look at just the 10% of life that is going wrong, but we forget to look at the 90% of life that is going so amazing for us. So take the time to look at that 90% of things that are going well for you. You have fresh water, you have food on your table, you have food in the fridge. You can go out and buy whatever you desire, whatever your heart wants in that moment. And even if you can't, right, you're breathing right now, your body is functioning, your organs are working well. You can move, you can sleep, you can wake up. Back to my original point, trust everything that happens to you. So maybe things aren't manifesting on your time, but they will manifest in due time. They will manifest in accordance to the highest plan for you. With this being said, every time something is delayed, or every time something is causing you to redirect your focus or redirect your energies, you have to trust that. You have to trust that there is a better plan out there for you. Sometimes you have things planned out so well, you have the whole blueprint written out, designed and everything, but things don't always go according to your blueprint. And be okay with that. Learn to be flexible in that sense. Trust that your higher self knows the way. The ego itself is very fearful. It wants to preserve itself. So of course, when things aren't working out the way that the ego wants it to work out, then it gets frightened, it gets scared, it gets very finicky and fidgety. You have to understand and you have to make peace with the fact that life is on your side. When you can absorb that, when you can digest that idea, when you can make that idea your own, when you can become one with that idea, then life will start having an ease and flow to it, just like water flowing downhill. You'll feel amazing, you'll feel beautiful, you'll just trust everything that happens. You'll trust every moment. Every moment that something happens, you'll trust it. If your car breaks down in the middle of the highway, you'll trust that moment. Maybe that's where you're supposed to be in that moment of time itself. Your boyfriend leaves or your girlfriend leaves, trust that as well, that it's leading you to something better, leading you to more self-love, to a closer relationship with yourself. Of course, these are just a few examples I'm sharing with you guys, but when you can get the message, the idea behind all of these things, then you become calm, you become relaxed, you become more chill, you become more trusting in a sense, you become more easeful. And life loves that vibration, because when you have a vibration of ease going on, then of course, ease is yours to manifest. Realization 2. This is a concept that I was working with for a few days, for a few weeks actually, and I was able to realize this idea to its extent. And this is that nothing and no one belongs to you. This is something hard for us to accept, especially when you're in a relationship with a partner or you're married. or when you're very possessive of your materialistic items, like your car, your house, your money, your bank balance, whatever it may be, we feel like it's ours, it's mine, it's my thing. You know, it's my possession, it's my property. This is my girlfriend, this is my wife, these are my children. And although that's a very societal construct, very societal conditioning kind of way of thinking, and we're so used to it, we're so assimilated in that paradigm of looking at life, that we don't see the clear and bigger picture. Let me tell it to you like this. Everything belongs to God. Everything belongs to the universe. Everything is that energy itself alone. First and foremost, you don't own anybody. You don't even own your wife. You don't even own your girlfriend. You don't even own your children. Love is not possession. Love is appreciation, said Osho. So when you can understand that you don't own anybody, you don't own your friends, you don't own your relationships, then there is a free flow to how you handle them. There's a free flow in how you can behave and how you can be in those relationships. You can be okay if your girlfriend talks to some other guys once in a while. Of course, there should be boundaries, there should be respect, there should be loyalty if that's the agreement that you guys have come upon. But of course, she can have friends, she can go out if she wants, she can have that freedom to do what she wants. She is her own being, she is her own universe, as you are your own being and you are your own universe. Same thing with your kids. Of course, when our kids are growing up, we like to dictate everything that they do. And part of that is important in order to help with their development, their growth, allow them to become more mannerful and become more morally ethic as human beings. But as they grow older, we still tend to control and dictate their life. Understand that your kids will make their own choices. Any of your family members will make their own choices, and you have to be okay with that, that they are using their guidance system, they're using their level of mindset to live life the way they feel is best for them. So nothing belongs to you. Also, your car, your house, your money, all these things you have right now can one day be gone. Don't be so attached to them. Love is not attachment, or attachment is not love. Love is free-flowing, love is freedom, love is security, love is beauty, love is the essence of life. Attachment comes from a place of fear. Attachment is frightening. Attachment has a sense of control. And control can never be love, because love itself is liberation. Continuing from the previous realization, the third realization I've had is that true love is unconditional. And that means that whoever you interact with, whether it's friends or family, love them in an unconditional way, without conditions being attached, without conditions being present in your relationship. Of course, there might be underlying ideas that you guys have agreed upon, if you're married, for example, but understand that unconditional love is the truest sense of the word. Unconditional meaning without any conditions, causing hindrance towards that love flowing, towards that love being present. So usually what happens in typical codependent relationship is that sometimes when our partner does something that is pleasing to us, we feel really good, we feel very loving, we feel like we want to shower them with all our affection. But if they were to do something displeasing or something that doesn't please us, we feel resentment, we feel hatred, we feel some sort of anger, or we get upset. Is that true love? Is that unconditional love? That's not unconditional in the truest sense. Unconditional means that you accept that person for the way they are. If you don't accept the person for who they are, then don't be with that person, or don't be with that friend, or don't associate yourself with that family member. And that's your right to do that. That's your privilege to do that as well. But when you have accepted somebody into your life, accept them unconditionally. Just as you love your pets and animals unconditionally, right? And just as they love you unconditionally, whether your breath stinks in the morning or whether you forgot to give them food one night, they still love you the next day. Same way, you need to appropriate your love towards people, human beings, in that same sense, because unconditional love is powerful beyond measure. When you can love somebody unconditionally, you can essentially love them to the fullest extent of your beingness. But of course, it starts with you loving yourself unconditionally. How much do you love and approve and appreciate and validate yourself unconditionally? Or are you looking at yourself and feeling resentment or hatred or feeling like you're not good enough or I'm not worthy enough? If you don't have unconditional love towards yourself, then that's something you can't share with anybody else either. So the best place to start with unconditional love is to start with yourself. Take a look in the mirror. Maybe there's some things about your physicality that you don't like. Start to accept them. Start to be okay with them. Start to understand that this is who you are in this moment right now, and in this moment right now, you are perfect as is. Of course, can you get more in shape? Can you improve this and that about your physical looks? Of course you can. It's a process, it takes time. But as long as you can accept yourself where you are right now, that's the only thing that matters. This is the greatest starting point of unconditional love. If you can take a look inside yourself, take a look inside your heart, take a look inside and look back into the past actually, and realize that everything that you've gone through, everything you've experienced has allowed you to be and know and learn and become this person that you are. And you can accept that unconditionally about yourself. Then you can learn to start love everything that's happened, love everything that's currently happening. You can love the people that broke your heart. You can love the people that left you. You can love the people that betrayed you. You can love the people that left you when you needed them the most. And this is how you learn to unconditionally love your past and the person that the past has allowed you to become. So unconditionally love yourself and then share that unconditional love with others. Truly, you will resonate to those that love you unconditionally, right? A friend that if you decide to leave them tomorrow, but still they have nothing but love in their heart for you, and you come back to them and they still have that same love for you in their heart. You love that. Wow, what an unconditional person. He really loves me without wanting me to change, without wanting me or without holding on to me, without wanting to possess me, right? You love that because you feel so free and liberated in that kind of love. Same way, if you were to behave like this to other people, they would love to be in your energy. They would love to be in your presence. So practice unconditional love. Share this with yourself, share this with your family, share this with your friends and anybody that you feel like could learn from this. This is all I want to share with you guys today. These 3 realizations I've had in the past week have really shifted the way I look at things. I don't judge the way things like I used to before. And it's good because growth is about that. Growth is about being able to get to the next level, to the next platform, the next stage of development where you can be the highest possible, best version of yourself. Thank you so much for watching and tuning into this week's episode of Self-Mastery. Next week, I'll present you guys with another great topic. If you guys have any ideas or if you guys want to learn about anything that interests you, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for making it this far into the video. I really appreciate the love, the patience, the dedication that you guys have had with me. I truly unconditionally love all you guys. Thank you so much, and you guys have a blessed day. Take care.